everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be focusing on your soulmate. So I'm gonna try and figure out who your soulmate is, what qualities and personality that they have, what the life purpose is, what kind of career they have. I'll try to get so things like that, basically all about your soulmate and who they are. So whether you already know them or whether you are still to meet them. So when you're ready, carefully select a pile that is calling out to you. So this is going to be pile number 1, pile number 2, and over here we have pile number 3. If you need to pause this video, feel free to do that until you decide or know which pile is for you. And when you're ready, just check out the description below and go straight into your reading. If you've selected pile number 1, this is your reading, and we're gonna start with the tarot cards as we always do. I'll just put these cards here so you can kind of see them properly. So the first card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So straight away I'm feeling that regarding your soulmate, basically it's kind of a work in progress. You haven't met them yet, or you don't know who they are yet. There isn't someone in your life at the moment that you think is your soulmate. You haven't found them yet, and I feel like there's a lot that you need to explore as well until you meet him or her. I definitely feel that you have to do some work on yourself first before you can meet your soulmate and truly kind of go with the flow of that energy. I feel there's work to be done. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of talking about that, it's all about the journey, not the destination. So kind of enjoy the process to kind of figure out who your soulmate is, rather than just be like, oh, is this my soulmate? And then just focusing on the end goal. Enjoy the process and enjoy getting to know several people, and even if they are in your soulmate, get to know other people. I'm feeling but I definitely feel that there is kind of a lot of work to be done still. And regarding your soulmate as well, straight away I'm kind of feeling with the Seven of Pentacles that it came in this reading and the other cards that we have, I feel that they aren't ready as well. I feel like they're kind of a bit of an emotional person, and they've been through some things in their life, and they have a hard time trusting people. I'm feeling that's just something that I'm just hearing right now. They have a hard time trusting people, so maybe they're going to be a bit more difficult to actually connect with because they put those walls up, and maybe you put those walls up yourself as well. So something to be mindful of. Then we have the Emperor card. Okay, so with the Emperor, it's someone that is leading by example, someone that kind of knows what they're doing, and they are spiritually open. They are spiritual people. Okay, they believe that there is something bigger than us. They believe either in God, the universe, angels, anything kind of higher than us humans. And so regarding a soulmate, I feel that they are searching for even the meaning of life. I feel like they have a lot to kind of as I said earlier, they have a lot to do before they can meet you and you can meet them. But I'm feeling that there is someone like an advisor in your life, or someone that's going to come into your life is going to help you learn more about the spiritual world. Some kind of person that's going to guide you on this journey. This could even be a parent, I'm hearing, but I definitely hear a male figure. The Emperor, so sometimes when I do these readings, the Emperor does come across as a feminine energy as well, but in this reading I definitely feel a strong male energy. And I'm kind of hearing star signs. Your soulmate is either going to be an earth sign or a fire sign. Okay, and I'm kind of hearing Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius. Those are the 4 star signs that kind of came into my mind straight away. So maybe you are one of those star signs, or your soulmate is going to be one of those star signs. Something to be mindful of as well. But yeah, as I said, there is kind of a lot to be done. So, at the moment, you just kind of have to sit and wait, I guess, until you search search for the answers and until you're ready to meet your soulmate. And then we've got the Six of Swords. So I definitely feel that your soulmate has had some hardships in their life. This could have been, something to do with their family life or friendships. I feel someone has let them down in their life, like someone that they trusted, someone they were close to. Okay, someone they've known for many years, I'm hearing. And they had to walk away from that because someone gave up on them, or someone was just, not the person that they thought they were. So, I feel your soulmate, I do kind of feel that your soulmate is a male, but yeah, I just definitely feel that they have a lot of, a lot of sensitive energy in them. They do feel emotions quite strongly, okay? But I do feel that they are a male. And they are kind of, as I said, they had to walk away from something, and maybe they put the walls up so you can't really, find them yet. So I feel like within the next 2 years, you're going to meet your soulmate, but I don't think you have met them yet. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So that's another emotion energy, the water energy, Seven of Cups. I feel that they are maybe big dreamers as well, and they just kind of have these expectations of life. They want life to be a certain way, but it's just not happening for them, and they keep getting hurt over and over. So I feel like your soulmate is kind of, working on that, trying to figure out how they fit into the world. But they are definitely spiritual people, and I even feel they are attending church, they go to a Christian church or something like that. I do feel that they do attend church. It's something that just came through, but yeah, I feel like they are searching, and I feel also that they are very connected to children. I don't know if they are working with children, or if they already have children and they have to look after them, on their own or something like that. But the children just came into my mind as I'm doing this. So something to do with children as well. The next cards we have. Okay, so we have the Happy Family card. So with your soulmate, this could be signifying that your soulmate is someone that's going to have a relationship with you romantically. A lot of people assume that when you say soulmate, it always means that it's going to be a lover. Your soulmate could be your sister. Your soulmate could be your parents. Your soulmate could be, it could be literally anyone. So it's not always a lover. A soulmate means someone that I feel like when someone says soulmate, someone that you just connect with, and someone that once you meet them, you'll know that you have connection beyond, this world, I guess. You've known them in your past life, something like that. You've already kind of known them before, and that's what I'm feeling. But in this instance, I do feel that your soulmate is going to be a partner or a lover, someone romantically. And I do feel it's going to be a male, but a very sensitive male. Okay, I'm feeling kind of a big, teddy bear in a way. Appearing big and strong, but have been through a lot in their life. And a lot of moving, a lot of changes. I feel like their childhood wasn't stable. But this is saying, happy family. That's something they could be striving for. They want a, happy family. And, this could also be that they have children, as I was picking up on earlier. They already have children, and they are looking for, for someone to be kind of their, someone to raise the kids with. But I definitely feel that they are kind of lonely. It's a very sad energy that I'm feeling from your soulmate. And then we've got the Seed. So that, kind of makes sense. I have picked up on that they've been hurt in their life, and I feel like they have a very hard time trusting other people, which is why it's so hard for you to meet them. But you will meet them because you are soulmates, so you are meant to cross your path, and you are meant to get to know one another. But I do feel there's a lot of work to be done, as I said, within the next 2 years. But yeah, they have been hurt, so they're gonna have walls up, and they're not gonna trust easily. And even if you get to know them, I feel like they're going to be pushing you away at some point, or doing something to sabotage your friendship or your relationship, because they are just not used to someone being kind to them. And this could be you as well. Like, you could be the one, and then, they don't know how to kind of approach you because you put up these walls and you don't know how to trust other people. So it could go either way. And then we've got the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So, your throat chakra is going to be affected, or their throat chakra. So there's going to be issues in communication, I'm hearing straight away. They can't express themselves, or you can't express yourself easily. So your throat chakra is going to need to have some work done. In the meantime, try and work on your throat chakra, meditate, put some crystals on your throat and really try to fix that, because that's really going to help. But, once you meet them, I feel like, communication is not going to be going as easily or as naturally as it should normally go. So there's something going on in that area as well. And this could be, from the trauma, something that has happened in the other person's life or your life that's going to affect the communication. Then we have heal, detach, and embrace. Okay, and then we've got, it's not gonna fit on the camera, strengthening bonds. Alright, so I'll start with the first card, heal. There's a lot of healing to be done. As I kind of already said, this is just kind of me repeating myself, because these cards are kind of all on the same page, telling us more about your soulmate. So there's some kind of healing to be done, and I wouldn't be surprised if your soulmate is actually doing some work that's kind of like a healing work. It could be a therapist, could be some kind of a nurse, a doctor, paramedic, someone that wants to help people and heal people. Could even be, just working with children, maybe like a child therapist, because I did pick up on the children earlier. Or, basically something, they want to help other people and they are very sensitive. But, it also brings them down as well, because they are so emotional and they haven't dealt with their issues and their traumas fully. So that's going to be affecting the relationship between you and him. Something to be mindful of. And then we've got the detach. So, I feel that you guys are going to struggle to keep communicating, to keep the relationship going, to getting to know one another, because maybe this could be both of you. You're gonna be so scared to, get to know one another that you're gonna push each other away. And, I kind of even feel that you're gonna be spending a lot of time together, and then out of nowhere, you won't talk to each other for I don't know, I just got the number 3 months. So, so you're gonna be talking to one another, but then suddenly, you're gonna lose connection, which is going to be, very emotional for both of you, I feel, because you're gonna be confused about what's happening. Then we've got the card 21, embrace. So, you just have to embrace life as it comes. You have to embrace who your soulmate is. You can't pick your soulmates. They are just, there's someone that your soul connects to. You know what I mean? You're kind of on the same page. But I feel like with the two of you, there's some kind of issues that you need to both work through. So, you are kind of on the same page, because both of you have things that you need to fix, that you need to work on in order for this relationship or this friendship to kind of go smoothly. So just kind of embrace it and just fully immerse yourself in that, and just don't overthink it and don't question everything. I feel like both of you are kind of asking all these big questions in your life right now, wondering what the point is. And I even felt that earlier with the 7 of Cups that we had. I feel that you are both kind of dreaming and questioning and just visualizing what you want, but you're not fully committed to actually making it come true. So you keep putting these walls up. So you just gotta embrace it. If you want to go on this journey, on this spiritual journey, and meet your soulmate and get to know them, don't change your mind after you commit. Just keep going with it. That's what I'm feeling. And then strengthening bonds. So eventually you guys are gonna really connect, but it's going to take time. Usually with soulmates, you just kind of click. It just clicks straight away. But I feel like people who chose pile number 1, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Okay, for whatever reason, it's just going to be a bit more difficult. But in the end, you guys are going to connect fully, you know, strengthening bond. And this card came kind of towards the end as well. So I do feel you're gonna get there, but it's going to take time. So just, you know, don't be hard on yourself when it doesn't happen like overnight, when it doesn't just, you know, happen, because there's things that need to be done. And those things that you need to guys work on are happening for a reason. You have to work on those for a reason, okay? So Spirit is kind of pushing you to deal with things so you can kind of, you know, go into the next stage and actually, you know, get to know your soulmate and meet them. But I feel like you are not at that stage yet at the moment. Then we've got healing family issues. Wow. We've had family come through quite a lot. Passion and honeymoon. So healing family issues, you know, okay, so that's straight away kind of confirming me that there are family issues either on your end or your soulmate's end. I do feel it's more about your soulmate than you. So, you know, their childhood could have been quite traumatic. Maybe they, you know, lost their parents at a young age, you know, one of the other parents. Maybe they lost a sibling or something like that at a young age. You know, this could also be that they've had an ex, you know, or maybe someone that, you know, if they do have children, obviously, you know, someone, you know, in their lives hurt them and then they walked away and left him with the kids on his own, you know, basically. I just feel there's some kind of like relationship, sorry guys, that's just my dog. I feel like there's some kind of like relationship issues that need to kind of be, you know, you need to be mindful of those, and don't be hard on yourself or your soulmate, because, you know, it's beyond their control. Things have happened and things happen in life and they are beyond our control, and you just have to kind of go with it and embrace it and, you know, start healing them so you can move on with your life. Then passion, you know, definitely there's going to be passion between the two of you, but it's going to take time, as I felt earlier. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. You guys have passion for one another. You're going to feel that spark, but you're going to be afraid to fully like listen to your emotions. I feel like you guys think a lot. You get stuck in your head a lot, like anxiety and like overthinking and dwelling on the past. So you're not really living in the present, and that's going to affect you a lot. And then we've got the honeymoon card, which is beautiful. You know, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. It says down the bottom, and honeymoon. So I definitely feel it. You know, you guys are going to have a lot of fun together. It's going to be beautiful and, you know, and peaceful after you work on these things together. And you're going to kind of, you know, really understand one another. Even if there are communication issues, you know, you are going to know what the other person is thinking and what they're feeling. You know, even if you're not going to communicate it like straight away to them, or they won't communicate it to you, you will just pick up on that. You guys are intuitive and you'll just know what the other person is thinking, and I feel like you're going to be kind of on the same page. And lastly, I've pulled some life purpose cards, so what the life purpose of your soulmate is, and family. All right, you guys, this is crazy. So we had healing family issues, we have this family card, and then we had a happy family card. So definitely family is a big part of your soulmate's, you know, life. They want a family, okay? Maybe they want to start a family, they want to have a better family because their own family, like when they were a child, wasn't great. So they want to make sure that their children have a good family. They are basically family-oriented people. So they are very, you know, compassionate people, I feel. And, you know, as I said, this is like the life purpose card, and, you know, family came. So this could be that, you know, they are maybe even like working in some kind of industry where they, you know, help families, like child services or something like that, where this person actually wants to make sure that other children have a good family, you know, away from abuse, things like that. So I hope that this reading resonated and makes sense for you guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this reading, and like if actually, you know, it makes sense. But yeah, as I said, I don't feel you've met your soulmate as of yet. There's a lot of work to be done, But some of the qualities to look out for: family oriented, they had a difficult childhood, there's things they need to heal, they're not the best at communicating how they are feeling, and they've been hurt, so they put walls up, and they are not very easily accessible to kind of get to know because they are afraid of being hurt. So that's basically what I'm getting from your soulmate. That's who they are. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna move on to group number 2. Alright everybody, if you chose group number 2, this is your reading, and I'll start with the tarot cards. So we've got Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, we've got the King of Cups, and we've got 10 of Swords. So I'll start with the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel regarding your soulmate, you might even meet them at work. Okay, that's something that I'm feeling straight away. It has something to do with, I feel kind of career, money is coming into my mind. So possibly you're gonna meet them at work, or you might be a client and they might be the person working, and that's how you're going to meet them. But I feel it's something to do with work. Okay, and then we've got the 7 of Swords. So I'm feeling that either you or your soulmate, you're gonna not trust that they are your soulmate. You're not gonna trust the connection, even though you're gonna have feelings for each other, and you're gonna feel deep within you that this person, you want to get to know them, that there is something more to them than, you kind of know it straight away. Like, if you meet your soulmate, you're gonna know. But I feel like either you or your soulmate, I kind of feel more it's like your soulmate, they're not gonna really believe in any of the spiritual stuff. They're gonna be kind of thinking that it's all made up, and they're not gonna believe in any of that. And I feel like they're gonna kind of like, either you or them, but mostly I feel like it's them, they're gonna want to walk away. They're not gonna, I don't know, I feel like they're just not gonna want to continue to kind of like get to know you, even though they want to, but they're gonna be a bit stubborn, and they're gonna want to push you away, if that makes sense. That's what I'm feeling with the 7 of Swords. And there might be someone that also I'm feeling a lot of fire energy. So I don't know, I'm just feeling that they're gonna be like kind of like maybe appear even as angry at times. That's what I'm feeling. Like if they get upset or angry, they just kind of explode. That's what I'm feeling. Like they like to be kind of in charge, and they like things to be done their way. And because you're gonna come into their life and it's kind of not planned, it just sort of happens, they're gonna be thrown off balance. And then we've got the King of Cups. So okay, emotionally, they are kind of mature, or you're mature. Both of you are kind of very mature people who have been through a lot, and you've learned a lot of life's lessons already. You're not someone that's very naive. You basically know how life works. Okay, and you kind of expect things to go wrong, you know what I mean? You're not just someone that, assumes that everyone is good in this world and that no one's gonna hurt you. You are aware of, the reality as well, but your emotions, you're mature. Like things that used to bring you down a lot in the past, like they're not gonna matter to you that much anymore, because you're gonna be able to like move past them. You're not gonna be emotionally affected as much as maybe you've been before. So I feel that goes for your soulmate as well. Like they have mastered their emotions, but I also feel they don't really show their emotions much. I'm hearing that they like to kind of like turn them off, or like block them off, even though they are feeling emotions. I feel with your soulmate that they kind of bottle them up, and then they kind of explode. You know what I mean? But they're not someone that's going to say that something is their fault. They like things to be the fault of someone else, if that makes sense. They always believe that they are right. And I feel that's something that they're doing in their job. Like, whatever their job is, we'll get to that later. I pulled some life purpose cards, so we'll see when we get to them what they say. But I kind of feel that, they like to be in charge, and they like to basically be in charge is kind of what I'm hearing. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so I feel that you guys, there's a lot of walking away. Straight away, from here we see, something beginning to bloom. Someone walks away, and then, King of Cups, emotionally mature, things are great, and then once again, are kind of walking away. Ten of Swords is like the energy of being betrayed, of being stabbed, of being hurt. So, whether, I don't feel like your soulmate is actually gonna hurt you, but, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to feel hurt in your emotions, like not physically, they're not gonna hurt you or anything like that, but you're going to walk away, which is going to hurt because you want to hang around. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with your soulmate, they're not gonna be part of your life, which is really depressing. I kind of feel like you might have already met them, like they could even be your ex. Someone that you've shared a deep bond with, someone that you really trusted and you were on the same page. And, maybe you're still great friends now, you're still in contact, but you're not together anymore. That's what I'm hearing. Like, someone keeps walking away from this relationship, whoever that is, either it's you or them. You guys are just walking away from each other. You're not in each other's lives constantly, but you're still kind of like friends. You're still kind of in touch, but not as much in touch as you should be. Oh, there we go, walking away, another card, guys. This is crazy. Okay, so we've got another walking away card, so that basically just tells me, yep, you guys keep walking away from one another. Even though you're meant to be, it's like a soul connection thing, but sometimes things happen and your soulmate is not meant to be like, it's not someone you're meant to marry or be with and have kids with. They can still be a soulmate, they can still be in your life, but you're just not meant to be together in that way. You know what I mean? Like, in this lifetime, maybe in the past life you've been together and it's been wonderful, and maybe you've decided then that, in the next lifetime you're gonna make sure that you meet one another, but, it's not something that you want to repeat to be with them again. You want to explore something new. That's what I'm kind of hearing. So there's definitely a lot of walking away here. Then we've got the 6th chakra. Okay, so that's, telling me your intuition, it's very on point, it's very open. You're, very intuitive and very wise. Even we had, the King of Cups, a very wise, emotions are balanced. You kind of, know things. And deep down, the answers, already. You might have questions about life, but you already have the answers. You just don't want to listen to yourself sometimes, So that's what I'm hearing, that, you kind of maybe even know this already, what I'm telling you now, that, your soulmate was part of your life, but you walked away and you're not together anymore. You kind of already know who your soulmate is. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And then we've got the Healer of the Ages. Okay, so, this could be an energy, on their end, that they like to help people. They are someone that maybe even helped you heal. Okay, maybe you met them at a point in your life when you really needed them. You needed their advice. You needed, their hug. You just needed them to give you advice even. And they have helped you at that time. They've been there for you. They'll help you through that. But then, you and them together, it didn't have a purpose anymore because you've grown. You maybe took on their advice, and suddenly you walked away because their purpose was served. Their soulmate purpose to meet you and help you, it has happened. So suddenly you didn't have that anymore because you've learned what you needed to learn. You know what I mean? And then we've got Open Up and Nurture. So open up, definitely this is talking about talking to one another. So if you have lost touch, and I definitely feel group number 2, you guys have already met your soulmate, but you are not in contact anymore. Like, you are still in contact, but not as much as before, if that makes sense. So with this card, Open Up, I definitely hear you need to reach out to them. Just say, hey, how you going? I've been thinking about you, hope you're well. Things like that. Kind of keep that communication going, because they are your soulmate and they are part of your life. Even though they are not meant to be, someone that you're going to marry, as I said earlier, or spend the rest of your life with. Then we've got the Nurture card. Okay, with this card, I'm feeling that, this is kind of playing on your emotions. the fact that they are in your life, but they're not in your life as much as you want them. You know what I mean? Like, you keep walking away, or like they keep walking away. And I feel for you, at times you feel like it's easier to just block them out of your life completely and never talk to them again. Because it's playing up on your emotions to, kind of talk to them, but they're not sure where it's going. And then, you feel hurt again all over again. And then, you kind of, I don't know. I just feel like it's back and forth energy where it's kind of not leading anywhere. So you've kind of blocked them off. But this is telling you, even though your emotions, you're worried about your emotions, you should still open up to them, because you are more emotionally mature than you give yourself credit for. You can handle it, even though you might think that you can't handle it. Hope I'm making sense, but that's what I'm feeling. Then we've got Find Balance. Oh, that's a really good card and resonates with exactly what I was saying. And Moving On. Oh my goodness. We've got another Moving On, Walking Away. Basically, it's the same thing. All right, I'll do the Find Balance card first. So, as I was saying just then, that you kind of go, back and forth, like you're in each other's lives, you're really close, then you block them out of your life and you don't talk, then you're close, it's kind of that kind of thing. But I feel that with your soulmate, you need to find this balance where you're just okay to be friends. You're just okay to kind of like, I don't know, talk to them once a week, for example. You know what I mean? Like, not talk to them every minute of every day, or not talk to them for, let's just say you just lose touch for months or for years, and then you reconnect. No, you need to kind of find that balance where you are in each other's like lives in a way, but in a healthy way. Have boundaries. And then we've got Moving On. Once again, you guys keep walking away from one another. And this is crazy because in pile 1, the word family, the card family, came through like 3 times. And you guys have walking away, moving on. Like, this came through 4 times now. So this is crazy. That I love when that happens, when the cards are actually all like, this is multiple different decks that I've shuffled. And I haven't looked at them. I just shuffled and I put them in one big pile. And they're all basically saying the same thing, which is just amazing how spirit works. So, once again, I've already explained these. You've got the Moving On card. The next cards we have are Finances, Career, this Unrequited Love, and Express Your Love. Okay, so basically we have, Finances and Career. I feel like, it's crazy because I said at the very beginning, that, you guys maybe met at work or something like that. So this is saying that finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe, this is kind of influencing your relationship with your soulmate, finances and career. Maybe you used to work together, you were colleagues, and because you maybe had some conflict with your soulmate, maybe you've quit that job or something like that. There's something regarding finances and career with your soulmate, or maybe you're gonna, end up working with them and then it's gonna be just very confusing. I just feel, that's what came through, and I feel like it's going to, be kind of difficult for you to, find that balance, as we had earlier. It's gonna be very difficult to find that balance with your soulmate. Then we've got Unrequited Love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So we basically established that already, that, you and your soulmate are not meant to be together in a romantic relationship long term. Okay, you just, it's just not happening for whatever reason, but, you are still meant to have them in your life for other reasons, but it's not a romantic reason. And I said this earlier when I was doing the reading for the first group. Soulmate doesn't always just mean someone that that you're gonna, marry and have kids with. That's not what a soulmate is. There's so many different, types of like soulmates, and your soulmate is just someone that you're meant to meet in this lifetime, because you kind of share, you're on the same journey, and you've perhaps known them in your past life. And then we've got Express Your Love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel that you're scared to move on and find someone else. I do feel for a lot of you, not everyone, but for a lot of you who chose pile number 2, this is regarding your ex. and because you have very confused feelings about them, because you know they have been and they are your soulmate, so you feel that connection, but then you're not together anymore, so you're scared to like give your love to someone else. I'm feeling that's just what's coming through, that it is okay for you to be with someone else other than your soulmate. That's what I'm hearing in this reading. So basically, your soulmate, you've met them for a reason. They are still part of your life, but don't be afraid to, give your love to someone new, not a soulmate, but someone new that you're gonna meet, because they could really be the one that you're gonna end up spending the rest of your life with. So don't hold back and just give it your all. And then lastly, we have the life's purpose, and this card is Justice. Okay, Justice. So this is crazy because, this could be that like your soulmate, your ex, this person that we're talking about, they really want to make sure that life is kind of fair, justice. That's what kind of came through. So I kind of feel that, they could be a police officer or something like that, or a lawyer. And, we've had the financial and career card come as well, and also the Ace of Pentacles was somewhere down here. So, basically their life's purpose is justice, and you've met this person at a point where you needed them, wherever that other card was that I thought was, about them coming to help you heal and, be there for you when you needed them. So they are full of great advice, and they want to make sure that, justice is being served. So if you've had, a difficult life and you've been through a lot, they were able to offer you advice and guide you on your journey in life, because they are very wise. Okay, they are very mature, and I do feel that the where was it, the King of Cups was here. They are very mature, they know what they're doing. Okay, they've had a lot of education. They are an old soul. I feel they've had many lifetimes before this one, so I feel they do, they are kind of an old soul. So yeah, Justice card is the soul, is their life's purpose, and that's what came through. So group number 2, I hope that this resonated and gave you some kind of answers that you've been kind of seeking, or helped you in some way. And I'm gonna go and move on to group number 3. If you chose pile number 3, this is your reading, and I'm gonna start with the tarot cards. So we've got Strength, 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, straight away I'm feeling a feminine energy. So I do feel that your soulmate is a female. So we've got the Strength card. So, I feel like even though this is going to be a female, I do feel that they're going to have very strong energy, very strong presence. Like when someone walks into a room and you just kind of like always look at them, because their presence is just so strong that you need to look at them. So I feel that they're gonna kind of be very fierce, they're gonna be powerful, but at the same time they're gonna be sensitive. They're gonna have that maturity, that balance between being confident but being sensitive at the same time. Then we've got the 8 of Cups. So with the 8 of Cups, I feel like, sometimes they turn their emotions off. They kind of like block them at times, but that's just because they are reflecting and processing things. Okay, they're not overly emotional. They know how to manage their emotions very well. Okay, they don't have tantrums. They don't, what I mean, like they don't have meltdowns. Emotions wise, they are very mature. But I definitely feel that this is going to be a female energy coming through here. And so yeah, with the 8 of Cups, they've had a lot of things that they've learned on during the process of their life. So they are more mature than you guys watching this video, I feel. I don't mean this in any negative way. I just feel like they've done a lot more. They could even be, older, so they've had more life experiences. But definitely they're kind of some, I don't know, like even like a teacher of some sort, or like some guide of some sort. They kind of know how to help other people because they've mastered how to help themselves, basically. With the 3 of Cups, this is a celebration energy and connecting with, a group of friends, a group of people basically. So I feel that even like this soulmate that we are talking about here could just be like a friend. It could be a romantic partner as well, but I do feel that you're gonna be best friends in a way as well. It might go into a relationship, might not, but you're definitely gonna be like really strong friends, like best friends. You're gonna like spend a lot of time together, I feel, and be there for one another through thick and thin. Basically, you're not gonna abandon one another in hardships. And then we've got the Tower. So I kind of feel like awakening on your end. It's just gonna click when you're gonna realize that they are your soulmate. I feel they are already in your life, but they are not too present at the moment. You need to like reach out to them, I feel, and kind of like get the energy exchange going again, get to know them again and spend more time together. I feel like, either they moved away or you moved away or something like that has happened. But basically, I'm feeling that you need to reconnect with them and it's just gonna click. Everything is just gonna fall into place. Maybe the timing wasn't right when you met them. Then we've got Patience, Appreciation, and second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So with the Patience card, be patient with yourself and be patient with them as well. Don't rush into it. As I said, do reach out and like talk to them, but don't immediately be like, oh hey, we are soulmates, we have to do this and this together. Like, take your time, don't rush into anything, don't push anything, because when you become pushy, that's when you lose people, that's when people walk away from your life. So just be gentle and take it one step at a time. Appreciation, show your appreciation, how much they mean to you. Maybe like make them like a gift or buy them something, or just like let them know in a message or call them and tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, how much they mean to you. Because maybe they don't feel like you want them in your life. Maybe you don't express that very well, saying that you want them in your life, so they might be a bit confused. So I feel like you need to reach out and let them know that basically you want to still stay in touch with them and you want to talk to them and get that going. But for some of you haven't even met your soulmate yet, but if you do meet them, that's kind of like you can still use this advice for them once you do meet them, and you will know once you met them, because it's just you'll just know. Trust me, you will know. It will feel totally different than if it wasn't your soulmate. Then we've got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So with the second chakra, it's all about sensuality, about creativity, all about those, it's the second chakra, all about your ways you express yourself in day-to-day life. This could be, as I said, creativity, but also, more kind of romantically as well. So do let this person know that you appreciate them and express that, and maybe make something for them, as I said earlier. The next cards we have is Daydreams and Decisions and Reach Out. Okay, with the Reach Out card, I was basically just saying that earlier, so this is a nice confirmation that this card came through. You need to reach out to them. I feel if you have already met them, you need to put in the work, because they don't know how you feel about them. They have no idea. You know what I mean? They might still feel that connection, and they definitely will, because if you're soulmates, they will feel that connection as well. But you need to reach out to them and let them know where you are at, and you need to basically talk to them so you can kind of reconnect again. And Daydreams and Decisions, I feel like you get stuck in your head a lot, wondering whether this is actually your soulmate or whether they're not. You kind of second guess yourself, you second guess your emotions, you second guess your choices, you kind of second guess everything. So I feel you need to like work on that at the moment, and just kind of go with the flow and don't take things too seriously. Then we've got Love Abounds and Clarity of Belief. Okay, so Love Abounds and Clarity of Belief. So, I definitely feel that, you guys, you have really connected, your hearts have connected whether just friendship, whether romantically. I feel like for a lot of you it's going to be from friendship, but from going from best friends to into a romantic relationship. But for some of you might just stay in the friendship relationship, but you're definitely going to be very close. I feel like your hobbies are basically the same. You kind of understand one another, you enjoy doing the same things, you basically have a lot of things in common. And this is a sign as well, when you meet your soulmate, it's kind of gonna feel like, it's your twin. They're gonna have similar life experiences, similar hobbies, similar upbringing that they've had. Just a lot of similarities between the two of you. Then we've got retreat, make the effort, as I was saying, and stay optimistic about your love life. So, retreat, this is saying it's time to disconnect from the world. But I'm feeling that, you need to disconnect from your day-to-day worries and connect to them so you can kind of enjoy each other's company. Maybe go out for a coffee together, I don't know, go shopping together, or maybe just FaceTime if you don't live too close to one another. Basically kind of spend time with one another, but put other things on hold. That's what I'm kind of hearing. But yeah, make the effort and reach out to them. So this is saying great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So basically, don't hold back, make the effort, let them know how much you appreciate them. We've had that earlier. Let them know that you appreciate them, that you love them, that they mean a lot to you. And then, basically make the effort, because they don't know. I feel that genuinely, they wonder if, you like them as much as they like you. That's kind of the energy I feel here. And then this is saying stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So yeah, basically this card is very self-explanatory. Just basically stay positive and don't think badly about it. Don't rush anything. Take one step at a time. Be patient. Don't rush anything, and basically stay optimistic. And lastly, this is from the Life Purpose deck. I've pulled one of these cards for each of the piles, and you guys got the sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So, I feel like, your soulmate and you're both very sensitive people, but I feel like, they are very mature, more mature than you emotions-wise, but they are still very sensitive. But I feel that, they often worry that they're going to upset you. That they're gonna upset you if they say the wrong thing. So maybe that's why maybe they even stepped back from your life, because they just thought they were bad influence on you. So you need to let them know that you miss them and you want them back in your life. So I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!